Hi, I'm Ken. You've entered into Easy 2 Tips and Tricks where you see everything up close and personal. Now today we will be showing you some trim techniques and just how to get it laid out and installed. Alright, so we're gonna tie some trim together. Alright, we're gonna do some joints, and the joints, the way you connect them applies to any type of trim you may be running. Alright, we'll be showing you the end cap of double 45 X outside corner. It's no further ado, let's do this. Alright, so this is what we're dealing here with the outside corner. Alright, this piece is all messed up, and I'm running this piece here along the wall. Okay, now we are going to be replacing these two pieces. Okay, so no further ado. Now, if you're wondering what kind of tool this is a 5-in-1. It's a painter's chisel putty knife, multiple use. Okay. Sometimes it's locked in here depending on how it's nailed, and you just got to work with it to get it out. Okay. There we are. Okay. All right, now that's the wall. That's what I'm looking at. All right, so I've got 3 5/16 from this corner, inside corner, to the outside corner. I've got 4 7/8 from outside corner to outside corner at the end of the wall. All right, and we'll tie into this 45 coming across the face of this wall here at this corner. And it will tie in also, so I need 2 outside corners, OS, outside corner, 45s. Now we're going to do this. We're going to cut this right now. All right, in this situation, I'm going to pull 1 inch. All right, so I'm going to come here and pull 1 inch. I'm going to mark it at 1 inch. All right, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm marked right here at the 1 inch mark, straight in front of it. Okay, now sometimes you may want to just pull right from this edge here and then take your measurement. All right, now I'm going to go 5 7/8. Okay, so we're going to 5. All right, that's 7/8 right here. Just next longest line from the end. All right, 7/8 right here. All right, now I don't know if you can see that or not. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this up, and I'm going to mark it right on top of it so I can see it when I turn this around and I go to cut. All right, so now I got a mark right there, and I've got 2 outside 45s. All right, now I'm going to turn this over, All right, now I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to find my 7/8 mark. All right, I can see that pencil line. I'm going to bring it just down on the face, right over the top, a little bit. Are you able to see that? Right there. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my saw. I'm going to turn my saw over here to the right to 45. Okay. Now I'm going to line up my blade right. I'm going to line up my blade right here to this, right inside this edge of my trim. Well, that wouldn't be right. All right, so again, because we pulled from here, I'm going to come right across the top at where I pulled 1 inch, and I'm going to come over the top, come down on the face. Okay. And I'm going to come down just on this side. I'm going to take my tooth of my saw blade. I'm going to put it right there at the corner of that pencil line. All right, right to here. Okay, there's the pencil line next to the tooth, and that's where I'm going to cut. There we have it. There's the pencil line. There's right there inside. Okay, now, if I measure over at this point, okay, from where it's straight, right here where it's straight, okay, I should have 5 7/8 to my pencil line. And we're double checking right now. Okay, and I have 5. Well, this is moving a bit. Let me. All right, now we have 5 over here at my finger. See, we're right here where it's straight. Okay, and then I'm coming over here to 5 7/8. Make sure it's right, lined up properly. And there we are, 5 7/8 right here, right where I marked. All right, so now I'm going to come just on inside of my pencil line, right in here in the middle of that pencil line, and I'm going to cut. And we're going to spin this now to the left. I have a left and right outside corner 45 that we're working with. Okay, you heard it lock in place, and we're golden. All right, now here's my 7/8 mark here, and I'm going to bring it just, well, actually I'm going to bring it over to the other side of my pencil line, right here to the outside of my pencil line. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the shroud up. I'm going to come down. You want your trim against your fence. All right, now it's right to the other side of my pencil line. I'm going to turn that blade and get it lined up so it's going to cut right where I place the tooth of this blade. Right here. All right, you can barely see the pencil line right here on the other side of my finger. And I've got that marked exactly where I'm going to cut it. All right, here we go. Make it tight against the fence and down to the base. I got inward pressure and downward pressure. All right. Now, let's see what we have here. Okay, I'm coming to the straight right here. This is where you measure from at this point. All right. And by the looks of that, it's a little too long, but we're going to come up here at the top where I marked it. And we have 5 7/8 right there, right where we marked it. All right. All right, now I'm going to make my outside cut coming off the wall, coming this way. All right. So this needs to be cut the other direction. Okay. Now, if I was coping, you would take your coping saw and you would cut this inner line all the way through the outside edge, and this would be removed and this would fit right in. All right, but that's not what we're doing. So now I'm going to swing this back to my right, and I'll show you how this is going to fit in 1 second. Okay, you want to make sure. Now you want to make sure that the blade's going to cut right past this, okay? Now I'll show you how this is going to fit. Scrap looks kind of cool though, don't it? All right, now here's my double 45. Okay, and it's going to fit just like this. There you go. Perfect 45. Okay, and that's how that's going to fit. That's how this piece is going to go. Now I'll show you how we're going to cut this piece to the right length. This will make the measuring of your little piece a lot easier. Set your tape down on your table or on your trim, and then you can take your material and then slide it right to the desired location, which is right here on this straight part where it's been cut. All right, and that's just about there. Perfect. Now, that was 3 5/16. Okay, so we go 3. Here's 1/16, 2/16, 3/16, 4/16, 5/16. All right, that's a quarter plus 1 more. All right, that's 5/16. So we're gonna mark it right there. Now let's double check. As you see, I'm holding it with my finger, pushing the tape up against my finger, and I'm right where I need to be. And we have 3 5/16 right here. All right, we're right there at this point. Okay, now I'm going to take this, bring it over the top. Right over the top so I can see it. Okay, you can see the pencil mark right here. All right, it's a little bitty thing, so I'm going to bring it on down the face. Now you can see it. All right, that's where I'm going to cut straight, because it's going to the wall. We're cutting it straight. All right, now we're going to cut to the throwaway part of this is my trash. This is my throwaway. All right, so I'm going to cut it to the outer edge of that pencil line. All right, so I'm cutting to this side, right on the other side of my pencil line, on my scrap side of my pencil line. And I'm at 0. There's my pencil line. Again, I'm going to set this. See, you set it down and you check. I'm right on top of my pencil line. All right, now we're going to show you what it looks like on the other side. See, and I'm right on top of that pencil line. And so that's why you want to do this. Now I'm going to bring it over just a hair, set it down, a hair more, and bam, there I am, right where I want to be. Okay? All right, now let's see what it's going to look like. Okay, here we go. Here we go. When it's installed, well, it's moving on me. All right, I could CA glue this, but I'm not going to do that. All right, but that's what it's going to look like. Okay, and you get the idea. So let's go install it. Okay, Gorilla Glue is technically CA glue, and we're going to glue up the corners of this end cap here on the wall, all right? But before we do this, I'm going to show you a little trick, all right? I'm going to take this 5-in-1, I'm going to put it here in the gap, right there in the gap. I'm going to set this first piece on the 5-in-1. The painter's putty knife. Alright, then I'm going to bring them together. Alright, then you can take your nail gun and you can shoot them in place. But we're going to use a CA glue. So I'll show you how simple this is. You got to shake it. And a friendly, fully licensed agent will find you more benefits. The call is okay, shake it up. Mix the chemicals. This is good on ceramic, tile. I may have to puncture this hole. I wasn't expecting that. Pause. Alright, so this is good for marble, it's good for porcelain, it's good for wood. Alright, and we're going to apply this. This is just not wanting to come out of here. Alright. Alright, now we're going to take this applicator, called a piece of a stick, and we're going to apply it because it wasn't cooperating. So we got a cooperator right here. Alright, we got the stick and we're just gonna spread this. Alright. And if we have enough, we will spread it to this other one. Alright, it's on both sides. And it takes a minute or so. Alright, so now we're just gonna put these two together, line them up. Alright, as you see, there's the perfect corner. And this is the beauty of the CA glue. Now it takes a minute, like I said. So we're going to get back to you when it dries. Okay, dried inside. Alright, now we're just going to put this right here on the wall. And we're going to shoot it in place. Now this is Gorilla Glue Gel. Super glue. Alright. Now it doesn't want to fit. You get the right one on there. Okay, now this should probably be cured for long enough. Alright. And so we're just going to leave this putty knife there. This 5-in-1. Eyeball it so that it's hovering right there at ground level, should I say the floor. Okay, and here we go. There it is. So now there's a groove right here. All right, and we're going to shoot this into the groove so that it hides the nail. That's the purpose, is to hide the nail. 1, 2. All right, now we're going to put this here in place. There we go. Now we're just going to put one nail right here in the center. Well, we're going to come over a little bit right there. Bam. Now, when the bull nosing goes on, okay, there we go. And it'll be beautiful, as you see. But this is gonna, I'm gonna have to restain this so that it all blends. Okay, this is the conclusion or the end of how to install and cut your baseboard trim. The next video I will be doing will be splicing the baseboard trim bullnose or extension onto the baseboard. So I don't want to make this video too long, so stay tuned for the next upload. Tell a friend, like, share, save for a future reference. And tell a friend about easy 2 tips and tricks where you see everything up close and personal. And as always, never give up, because there's always a way. Always. Thank you.
But he's had a cell phone before.